Chris Santiago of MMA Ons. Today we have on the XFN champ himself. We have on the one, the only Peter the Rona Stanonik, who's coming off 2 wins last weekend. Peter, how's it going today?
It's going very good, man. It's still hitting me, man.
How happy are you to, have champ status, man, to get 2 wins in one night, to be surrounded by your team? Like, what are the feelings like after last weekend?
I'm on top of the world, man. It was gonna be tough. I knew it was gonna be tough. I when I fought in the 170 tournament, I had the toughest road there. So I knew I was gonna have a tough road too. And the first guy I fought, Jamise, he was big. I remember the first kick he had thrown, I was like, oh shit, he's got some. It wasn't really quick, but it was just a lot of power, So come to find out, he had like almost 50 fights. He's a WACO champion, kickboxing champion. So it feels really good. It feels really good. I beat another UFC guy who's a dick, so that feels good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that you posted about him. You called him a dickhead right there. Like, what rubbed you the wrong way with Luis Pena? Like, what did he do? Was it pre-fight? Was it post-fight? Like, what happened between
Well,
you?
for post-fight, fighting is y'all can say there's no respect in fighting, but I still feel like there is. Like, there's got to be some type. I mean, like, we just shared an intimate situation. We just both got paid, so I feel like it's my duty to go over there and thank him and his coach. When I went over there to thank him after the fight, I still had my stuff on. The dude didn't even look at me. I put my hand down and was like, "Thanks, man." He just touched my hand and he didn't even look at me. And on the way, I was like, "Oh, fuck you, man." And another thing is, man, if a guy takes a fight on 22-hour notice, like he gets off his couch and he comes in and flies in, he's in another weight class, to post you knocking him out, that's not classy. Like, to me, I feel like I only want to post people on my Instagram like who are worthy. I'm not saying that guy sucked. I'm not saying what I'm saying, but
Mm-hmm.
he flew in on 22-hour notice and fought. He was an MMA guy and fought another MMA guy. So for someone to post that, like a guy getting knocked out, and he saved our paychecks. You see what I'm saying? Like, if he didn't step in, none of us would have got paid. So you showing you knocking out a little dude I mean, it was like, you could tell it wasn't even the same weight class. I just feel like that's a dickhead move. If you're gonna post something about knocking someone out, put somebody who's worthy, you know what I mean, who's went through a whole camp and in the same weight class. I just don't think that's cool. I just really don't think it's cool. He saved our paychecks, and for you to post him on the internet getting knocked out, it rubs me the wrong way, bro. I don't know. It's a
Mm-hmm.
dickhead move.
For sure, for sure. I feel like with him too, he got the knockout of the guy who stepped in on short notice, but you had to go to the distance of another tough fighter. Then for you to beat Luis Pena coming off a war in your previous fight, like, did it make it that much more satisfying to beat Pena that
Absolutely.
night?
Absolutely. I had to fight Jamise in the 3 round. I didn't finish him until the 3rd round, and it was a tough fight. So, and after the fight, my right leg was pretty much done. It was, luckily we had the tournament before the 170 tournament when I fought 3 in a night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have much time between the first, second, or the third fight. I don't remember how much time, but I remember it wasn't a lot of time until you had to fight again. Luckily on this one, after I had fought Jamise, I had about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe. Couldn't remember, to fix my leg up, because my leg was just it just was dead. And so iced it up, stretched. Make sure you got to find that balance to where you keep the blood in it, you stay warm, but you don't want to use it so much to where you have to, you got to fight again for 9 more minutes. So to fight a tough dude in the first round and then come out beat a cocky dude in the second round, it feels really good. You know what I mean? He said that he deserved this win, and it was like, no, man. I told you before on the first interview, I don't care who is there, right? Because I had to go through hell this past camp. I had to find myself, blah, all that stuff, right? So for him to say he deserved it, and he wants to keep his knockout rating high, it's deeper than that. That's how I knew I was going to win this tournament. I had told you this like the week before. I knew it was just me. I just had to battle me. So feels it still really hasn't hit me yet. You know what I mean? So I'm just proud. I'm just proud to represent my team the way the way I did. I did everything my coach asked. Um, and I trust in him. As long as I listen to him, I'm gonna win the fight. So it's really not that hard. I just gotta listen. So it, it feels amazing right now. The world's in my hands. I don't know what to do. Glory wants to call. I'm trying to get on ONE FC, WBC belts. I mean, this is really remotivating my career. You know what I mean?
Hmm. And like, I believe you're eligible for WC rankings, man. Do you feel
Mhm.
like you're? I feel like you said that you're entering a new chapter in your life. Do you feel like that new chapter has big promotions, title fights, all of that good stuff in your future?
Yes, sir. I don't want to take anything. I want tough situations, not just tough fights. Like a tournament is tough. That's why a lot of people aren't lined up to do it. So to fight multiple times in a night is hard. Not just saying it because I did it, but I want tough situations. I don't want because at this point I'm 34. I want to fight for a legacy. You know what I mean? If you're fighting guys below you and you're relishing in that moment, I just feel like that's not what I want. I want to finish my career fighting the toughest guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, WBC would I think that's the route I want to take because I mean I do love Muay Thai. I love kickboxing too, but Muay Thai is kind of what I do. I like to clinch and elbow. I like to sweep people. It's just I mean why if I can do it all, I'm a shit. I'm gonna try to do it all. So if Glory's talking about hitting me up again, I mean they just called the other day.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah, so I mean if they want to rehire me, that would be great. But ONE FC, they got the road to FC, ONE FC too. You know, they just signed Luke Lessie and Eddie Apostolo. Those are two guys I've been wanting to fight for a while. And hopefully now, you know, with 14-1, 7 knockouts, I mean, you can't argue that should be, you know what I mean? I kind of deserve those fights. So, and none of these other guys have ever fought multiple times in a night. Like, I mean, so I just feel like I'm deserving of it now. It
Hmm.
would be great to get a fight with one of them.
Do you feel like you've like earned a nickname of like Wolverine, man? I mean, like you recover so fast. I mean, that's three times one night last year. You get the win, multiple knockdowns, and then this one, two wins in one night. Are we gonna have to start calling you the Wolverine when you enter the kickboxing
Call me
arena?
James Howlett. My middle name is James, and Logan is not his real name. It's James
Yeah,
Howlett, right? So I guess there's a correlation, kind of, sort of. You know, I guess I got a little bit of Wolverine. Yeah,
yeah. You got the
no,
beard too, man.
I
So
was just, I was just doing it too, bro. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
awesome, man. Awesome. And I noticed that before when you walked out to the ring, you had this like black San Antonio Fiesta fight kit. Can you tell me like what the story is behind that?
Okay, so my coach, Bobby, when he moved to, we set up a team, or he set up a team in San Antonio to get San Antonio is a very rich city. They love their boxing, they love their basketball, they just love sports. Period. So that he intertwined San Antonio with Ambush, and just out of nowhere, he just came up with the Fiesta kit. We call it the Fiesta kit, and it is now undefeated within our team. Um, I feel like if you go out there, you look good, you feel good, you fight great, and I feel like as a team, we've kind of put in our work. We do what he asks, and so then he rewards us. And a lot of the dudes on the young team, a lot of young guys on the team don't understand that we are spoiled. We are spoiled because back in the day, I didn't get this when I first started. We got amateurs on the team that um, have opportunities that I remember I've never gotten close to having. So I feel like with us doing what he asks, he rewards us with nice things. And so the Fiesta kit, I mean, once you put it on, once the Monco comes on, it's like, oh, I can't be touched. Everything matches. We have matching sandals. We also have another Fiesta set that's all white, but I can't. We'll wait for that. We'll wait for that. You know, yeah, I can't bring it out yet. You know what I mean?
Awesome, man. Awesome. And just reflecting on Ambush Muay Thai, man. I mean, Bobby Peak always had your back. how big has he been in your like fighting career, man? Like, what's it mean to you to have him in your corner every time?
Um, words can't explain it, man. It's been years. It's closer to a decade I've had him. Where he's came from, we used to we had to train outside at one time at a park, right? We still had our team, but we didn't have a. We were with Ohana. We broke off with Ohana, and when we broke off from Ohana, we were looking for a place to go, and he found us a warehouse, and then he found us this place. Um, what I'm getting to is Bobby is like he literally started from the bottom. Like we
Hmm.
were in tennis shoes in a park training, and now the guy never quit. He's always he when the fighters go out, even the amateurs, he pays for our food. You see what I'm
Wow,
saying? He act oh what? Yeah, he does. That's part of the reason why I fight so hard is because I know how much he does for us, yo. And people don't think there's a correlation, but they also don't have a relationship with somebody for so long in such intimate situations like fighting. And whenever I hear him talk, whenever I hear him yell, we have code words and for combinations. It's just like it clicks. It's just he says 7-8 low, I go 7-8 low. It's like I can't even put into words what this man has done for me inside the ring, but outside of the ring. Because what he's done outside of the ring for me, he's only translated inside of the ring. And I think this tournament has shown he's always been there for me, man. The dude is I wouldn't be where I am today without Bobby, period. And now there's only 3 WBC guys in the nation. He's one of them. And so the hard work that he puts in, it only carries over to us. It's such a good mesh. We make each other better, man. We feed off of each other. He's my best friend. He's also my coach. I understand monarchy. He is the coach. I'm the fighter. Whatever he says, I do. That's just how it works. I don't care how big a fighter's head gets, how much glory and money you make. Your coach is your coach for a reason. And the reason why you got there is because of your coach. So whatever he says, man, I do. And it's gotten me this far. It's gotten me belts. It's gotten me wins. It's made me a better human being. I treat people so much better. I can't explain. I owe that man everything. So when we do interviews, I was just at my job. That's why I don't have an ambush shirt on, but I work a title. Whenever we do interviews and when we go places, I'm always repping ambush. Yeah, I want to do everything I possibly can for him and the team. So it works out for me. It's a win-win situation. He helps me, I help him. When people say that people using people use people all the time. Now, if you use it in a derogatory way, it sounds bad, but we use each other in a positive. We just feed off of each other, if that makes sense. So
awesome, man.
I,
Yes,
I'm grateful for the whole team, even Austin Ambush, like Elton and Jenna and Sean McCarron and uh, just the support that we have within the team is great, man. I honestly feel like we are the best Muay Thai team in the nation. I really do. I could be wrong. I could be biased because I love my team, but I will never ambush till I die until to the day I can't fight no more. It's ambush. I'm 8 years, 7 years in, 8 years in. It'll be another 7, 8 years. I'm still gonna be with them.
I mean, you guys have been doing awesome work, man. I mean, I remember the first time I went to the kickboxing tournament. I believe you or like your three students, man. They killed it. They went
Yep.
undefeated. So yeah,
Yes,
kudos
sir.
to you and your guys, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember. Yeah, you did the interviews. You actually pulled up, because a lot of people say, "Hey, I'll come," but then you actually pulled up and did an interview, and that was gracious. That was awesome, dude.
Yeah, for sure, man. If you're ever in the Ardmore, ever in that neck of the woods, just hit me up, man. I'll be there.
Oh, hell yeah, man! I can do that.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I believe you said that you're on vacation right now in San Antonio. Like, what are the plans for you? Like, are you gonna like treat yourself? Like, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. I'm kind of restless, man. I don't. I want to go back to work and teach. I kind of got some things, because after fighting, you got to have some type of, income, and I still want to stay in the fighting world, but I also like motivating people. So I got a few things in my sleeve I'm working on. Um, But yeah, no, it's vacation. I'm just sitting here and just recovering and stuff, but it's really not vacation. I'm like cleaning my house,
Watching X-Men movies, right? Marvel
watching
movies.
X-Men movies. Oh, I just watched New Mutants yesterday again. Oh my god, I was upset. I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, no I mean, I'm eating bad. I guess that's vacation. To me, it's just eating pizza and ribs and shit. But hopefully, in the
That's the
next
life right there.
yeah, that's right, dude. I mean, like, I don't have to. I'm off of work for the week. I just like go in there and show face and let people know I'm okay and stuff. But it's kind of weird to not do anything all day. You know what I mean? Like I can I can't really do too much. So it's like, what do I do other than watch X-Men and eat pizza? Nothing better than that though. So
Amen to that, man. Yeah, before I let you go, man,
yeah,
what are your top 3 comic book movies of all time? There's a lot of them to choose from, what are in your top 3?
I gotta go X-Men Apocalypse, Infinity War, and Black Panther. Yeah,
Okay.
and I just don't know how they're gonna go about Black Panther 2. I didn't even think they should even do that because you can't replace him. Yeah, I'd have to go with those three. Those three, definitely.
Nice. I think for me, it's Logan. You can't go wrong with Logan. Logan,
Oh,
Spider-Man 2,
damn, that was a good one.
Infinity War.
Which one? Logan and what?
Spider-Man 2, and then Infinity War, I
Oh,
think.
Spider-Man 2. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay. That's a good lineup. That's a good lineup. I did just watch the Miles Morales. I started the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I haven't finished it yet,
Oh, is
but
that your first time watching it?
it's my first time watching it. Yeah,
Ah,
man.
okay.
I
Nice.
just actually I started like 2 or 3 days ago, and then I ended up falling asleep. But it's actually pretty good. I'm not really into anime too much like that, or cartoon movies per se, but this one is like off the hook, and it's completely Peter Parker and Morales. They're white and black. It's two totally different storylines to me. So, um, yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. It's
For
just
sure,
watching
man.
comics. Yeah, I stay on Disney Plus all day long, dude. I don't even watch Netflix. There's nothing on there, so I just stay on
Yeah,
Disney Plus.
yeah, Disney Plus has all the X-Men movies now, so it's like
Yeah,
one-stop shop
yeah.
for
Oh,
everything.
let me show you. I got them.
Yeah, let's, that could be a good thumbnail on you. Uh, yeah, just to hit a pose, and I'll make that the YouTube thumbnail.
Mm.
Awesome, man. We got it. Well, thanks so much for the time, man. I think that's all
Yes,
the
sir.
questions I had for you. Just want to thank you again for the time.
No, thank
Anything
you
that
for
you
man. I really do, because I don't get too much. I'm not too big on social media and stuff, but any type of love is very appreciated. But you're consistent though. You've been interviewing me for years. You're putting me out there like that. You support me, man. I really thank you. I really thank you for real, man.
no problem, man. It's always an honor to cover your career, and I look forward to
Yeah.
covering your next fights, man.
Yes, sir.